Defiance campaign against apartheid in South Africa. The Defiance campaign of 1952 was a large, multiracial, united movement against the policies of apartheid. The campaign was the first of its size to have multiracial leadership. The African National Congress, South African Indian Congress, and the Colored People's Congress all played a role in organizing the protests. The protests consisted of the deliberate violation of apartheid laws, particularly petty apartheid laws, in order to force mass arrests. The campaign was initiated in response to the growing injustice perpetrated by the institution of more apartheid legislation that unfairly discriminated against blacks, as well as the recent Sharpeville massacre. The legislation included the Prohibition of Mixed Marriages Act of 1945, the Immorality Act of 1950, and the Black Laws Amendment Act of 1952. The Defiance campaign launched in June of 1952 with the marching of natives into areas designated for use by the white race only. The protesters often refused to carry passes or honor curfew, resulting in the arrest of over 8,000 Africans by the end of the year 1952. Included in the arrests were leaders of the African National Congress, such as Nelson Mandela, and Albert Luthuli's role in organizing volunteers for the campaign led to the stripping of his chieftain title. While activists could not directly protest laws that impacted lifelong rights, such as the right to marry interracially, the protesters made clear their disobedience of apartheid laws that limited their access to amenities by occupying train stations and meeting in public halls in violation of curfew. The Defiance campaign showcased both the intolerance of the African community of petty apartheid and the initial commitment of Africans to nonviolent methods, even in the face of mass arrests. Unfortunately, grand and petty apartheid would require many years of violence and protest before freedom.